Howdy, my name is Libby and I'm a junior here at Texas A&M University, and this is my first entomology class, and my bug is the Anax impetor, also known as the impetor dragonfly.
Howdy, my name is Zachary.myrick. This is my junior year at Texas A&M and my first entomology class as well. And my insect is the antlion.
So, my bug, the emperor dragonfly, is found in central and southern England and South Wales. It's one of the largest species in Europe, and it is a more ferocious bug than Zach's antlion, for a few reasons, so let me explain why. First, even from the larval stage, they themselves are ferocious predators. They're armed with fearsome mouthparts known as a mask. To give you a visual aid of what this mask looks like, imagine a large tongue with claws that are tucked under the bug's head and neck that rapidly extend under 25 milliseconds. The mask is so fierce that it's able to pierce prey as small as a large fish. Secondly, the winged insect catches more than 95% of its prey that it targets. The dragonfly keeps its prey in sight at all times with its large eyes. It adjusts its flight and can predict how its prey will move before catching it. The massive eyes make it easy to look all the way around their bodies when they're moving, flying, or perched, taking a rest. Their well-developed eyes are perfect for tracking prey throughout the whole attack. Another aspect that helps it be a good predator is that they are typically well camouflaged within the vegetation when they decide to fly low near water, making it difficult to be detected by other predators. Sometimes, not often, but sometimes they have been known to hunt in open water, using jet propulsion to pursue its prey. It is such a versatile insect. Thirdly, the emperor dragonfly can hunt anywhere. They are not limited to hunting in sand and dirt like the antlion and many others. They have a very strong set of wings, allowing them to hunt in the air for long periods of time. This aspect of its body allows them to reach great heights and low valleys, giving them a visual advantage over their prey. The emperor dragonfly flies very high up when it's time to look for larger insect prey, such as butterfly and chaser dragonflies. When it does catch its prey in mid-air, it doesn't even have to stop. It may eat it on the wing as it continues to fly.
The antlion has over 2,000 different species located all around the world. It's found on every continent except Antarctica. It prefers sandy soils and are often found in wooded sand dunes, open forest, dry tree-lined riverbanks. Antlions have 4 life stages: the egg, larva, cocoon, and adult. However, it is best known for its predatory habits during its larval stage, where it creates a sand trap. In the sand trap, it creates an inverted cone of loose sand where it can hide and throw sand at passing insects to knock them into the bottom and attack the unsuspecting insect. This causes ants and other passing insects to lose their footing, where it then springs out and attacks its prey with its large mandibles. After it pierces the insects with its sharp mouthpiece, it then sucks the fluids out of the insect and flicks it out of the sand trap. It has also been shown that they are able to take down larger insects such as crickets and spiders. Not only does it have large jaws to help hold other insects, but is equipped with forward-pointing bristles along its body to anchor it into the sand. This makes it difficult for a struggling insect to crawl away. Overall, the antlion has multiple characteristics, whether it's its sand trap, large mandibles, or camouflage, which makes it a superior predator.
Okay, so I'm going to do my rebuttal 1. I love how you mentioned specific areas that your antlion likes to live. However, this to me is actually a drawback. Since your insect only likes sand and soil, it is limited to where all it may hunt and attack its prey. 2 questions for you. 1, do you think your insect is less productive, meaning it can bring home less food for itself since it is limited to the ground, specifically sand and soil, as you said above? And question 2, since your insect digs holes to catch its prey, what happens when it's raining for long periods of time? The holes will fill up with water and it'll drown the bug, or the antlion can't dig a hole in the first place since it'll be a large amount of muddy water where it wants to, since that's what it likes to live in. So if it were raining, how would the prey be caught by the antlion, since there wouldn't be holes to be dug or stayed in to wait for them to fall in?
You're correct about one thing. The antlion is limited to the ground. However, all of its prey also lives on the ground, meaning this is not an issue. Its sand traps are extremely effective when the weather permits, although, like you said, sometimes the weather does not. In this case, my insect who's able to hunt prey seems fit for lunch by piercing with its jaws. The antlion does tend to favor drier climates and is often found in sheltered areas, keeping it dry in case of a rainstorm, to prevent its traps from being filled with water. These dry spaces can be found most notably around trees, small shrubs, and other structures. Your insect does have many characteristics which makes it a great predator. One thing that could be a limiting factor is the emperor dragonfly mainly finds its food flying around. This leaves them to rely upon a visible abundance of prey in its surrounding area. Most of the insects that it will feed on will be aware that they always need to be on the lookout. So what happens when its prey hides? It can't land to attack, meaning it might not be a better predator since it's stuck in the air.
Okay. Yes, my insect does stay in the air for the majority of its life, hunting above the water and above the sand and soil. However, if it can't see its prey for a long period of time, it has no problem moving on. Since it's able to fly, moving on is not a big deal at all. Flying is a super effective and efficient mode of transportation. It would soon be able to find the nutritious and filling meal it wants to attack without having to take a long amount of time to change locations. So that doesn't really apply. Your bug, on the other hand, has to walk on sand or soil, whereas mine can zip away to a new location in extremely short amount of time. Now let's discuss another reason your antlion is inferior to my emperor dragonfly. You said that antlions have 4 life stages: the egg, the larva, the cocoon, and the adult, and then went on to mention that it's best known for its predatory habits during its larval stage. Tell me why you didn't speak of its success during the other 3 remaining stages. You only talked about 1 of the 4. Is it because they're only good and successful predators for that short amount of time at the beginning of their life?
Yes, they are primarily predators in their larval stage. There's no denying this. Most of the time of their life is spent being able to overpower and consume tons of bugs. However, once they become adults, depending on the species, they have different diets. Some adults will become herbivorous, while others will remain carnivorous, depending on the specific species. In the adult stage, their primary role is reproduction and only live for a short period of time to do so. This is the reason why I did not spend much time focusing on this life stage. It is the shortest stage that I mentioned above. The species of the antlion do not feed on insects which do feed on insects are effective hunters from the larval to the beginning stages of adulthood.
So, from what all we've discussed, I still feel like my bug, the emperor dragonfly, is the better predator. When asked to think of a deadly predator, you may imagine a powerful shark or a ferocious lion. Although these are the first that typically come to mind, they're actually not the best. Scientists have revealed that the emperor dragonfly is nature's most successful predator. This fact alone should win the debate. However, there were other reasons as well that I discussed. I chose to discuss the 3 most impressive reasons which made this insect a triple threat. To review, the emperor dragonfly was born with a mask, as mentioned, making it able to hunt small and large animals, giving it a large range of options of prey that it's able to hunt for. Also, its accuracy is insane. The insect catches more than 95% of the prey it targets due to another physical attribute, its large eyes. Lastly, it is able to hunt above the ground, flying high and flying low, able to see its prey before the prey even knows that it is being hunted. The antlion, on the other hand, does not have any substantial physical characteristics, making it not superior to my insect. And it only had one specific way to capture bugs, which could be hindered by weather at any point in time.
I still disagree with you. My antlion has many characteristics which make this insect a great predator, just better than your emperor dragonfly. It has many traits which lend itself to being great at what it does. This insect has been around in some capacity for what is to believe to be almost 130 million years now. In this amount of time, nature's been able to fine-tune this insect to make it a skilled predator with all the tools to go along with it. First, the antlion is able to create traps of loose sand where its prey stumbles into. It's nearly impossible for them to escape. Second, its great camouflage helps it to blend in to its habitat. Third, the hairs which surround its body and are able to anchor it into the ground make it extremely difficult for another insect to pull out the already loose sand. Last but not least, it has amazingly strong jaws which can latch onto its prey like never seen before. I believe that the emperor dragonfly would not be considered a better predator when compared to my antlion.